My friends, there comes a time in every man's life when he must ask himself a simple question: who am I? And that question is not answered by your job, your clothes, or the color of your skin. It is answered by what you do when the world tells you no. When I was a boy growing up in Harlem, I looked around and saw two worlds. One world belonged to those who had hope, and the other belonged to those who had surrendered. I realized early, hope is not given, it's made. You make it every day by refusing to give in to despair. You see, the tragedy is not that people are oppressed. The tragedy is that so many begin to believe they deserve it. The world will tell you again and again that you are less than what you are. And if you listen too long, you will begin to believe them. That is how power survives. Not by force, but by convincing the powerless that they have no power. But I tell you this, you are born with power. The power to question, to dream, to love, to rise. And no law, no hate, no lie can take that away from you. We must understand something very simple. The world changes not because we demand it, but because we become it. If you want justice, you must live justly. If you want love, you must love. If you want freedom, you must act free even when chains surround you. Because freedom is not a gift handed down by others. It's a flame that must be kept alive inside every soul. And that flame, my friends, is what the world fears the most. I have seen people rise from nothing, men and women who had every reason to give up, but who stood anyway. They taught me something greater than any book ever could, that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision that something else matters more than fear. And what matters most is truth, because lies can build empires, but only truth can build a home. The world will ask you to lie about who you are, to lie about what you feel, to lie so that others can sleep peacefully in their illusions. But truth, even when it burns, is the only thing that will ever set you free. Now, I am not here to comfort you. I am here to wake you up, because the future will not wait for those who are afraid to stand. Every generation faces its moment, and ours is now. We are living in a world that worships power but forgets compassion, a world that loves wealth but fears honesty. And if you stand for love in a loveless world, you will be called naive. If you speak for justice, you will be called dangerous. But I tell you, the most dangerous person is the one who remains silent. There is something sacred about struggle. It refines you like fire refines gold. It teaches you who you really are. And every wound you carry is not a sign of weakness. It's a map of where you have been and proof that you survived. I say to every young person listening, do not let this world tell you who to be. Do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Your dreams are not too big. The world's imagination is too small. Stand tall, even if your knees tremble, because there is something in you that no one can destroy. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs witnesses. People who will look at injustice and say, I see you. I will not turn away. Because when one of us stands, we all rise a little higher. I believe truly that love is the greatest power on earth. Not the love they sell you in songs or movies, but the kind of love that demands truth, that fights for the broken, that heals without asking for permission. Love that does not flinch when faced with pain. Because to love someone, truly, is to see them as they are and still say, you belong. We must become that love. We must become the light we keep waiting for. We must stop asking for permission to exist, because no one owns your destiny but you. So, when you wake up tomorrow, and the world feels heavy again, remember this. You come from a line of survivors. Every breath you take is proof of victory. You are here because someone before you refused to give up. Now it's your turn to refuse. Refuse to hate. Refuse to bow. Refuse to believe that you are small. You are vast, powerful, and brilliant, and the world needs your fire. So then, speak, shine. And when history asks what you did when the world was falling apart, you will say, I chose to build it back, with truth, courage, and love. Thank you.